Written by Jeff Loveness and directed by Peyton Reed, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is the third film in the Ant-Man series, and the 31st film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is important to note because no conversation about a Marvel movie can begin without mentioning this ongoing narrative that has spanned 15 years, 30 movies, and several television shows. When you buy a ticket for this film, will you need to have watched all the previous content? Yeah. Quantumania picks up shortly after the events of the Loki TV show from Disney Plus, which picks up immediately after the events of Avengers Endgame, which picks up shortly after the events of Avengers Infinity War, which picks up, you get it, right? And at one point, that was the major draw of these Marvel movies. The idea that all of these characters and storylines are part of a shared universe was unprecedented in cinema. And when it gloriously paid off in Endgame, that was a monumental moment in pop culture. But it's beginning to hurt these films. With how well established the series is, Marvel Studios knows they'll be releasing an Avengers style film every 5 years or so. But everything in between is beginning to feel like a filler episode. So when Ant-Man squares off against Kang in Quantumania, is there any real suspense as to what's going to happen? No. We already have an Avengers Kang Dynasty film scheduled for 2025. And unfortunately, of the recent spate of Marvel movies, this one feels like the least consequential one yet. Aside from learning a little bit more about Janet Van Dyne's time in the quantum realm, none of the characters really grow and evolve, or even take a step back. They end up almost exactly where they started, Kang included. So Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania scores 5 out of 10 points. Because the entire movie takes place in this wildly alien universe, it's shot almost entirely in front of a green screen. The production design is gorgeous and creative, but it feels like the actors are running on treadmills. There's no visceral quality to any of the action sequences, and none of them feel exciting or dangerous. The costumes, although beautiful, look freshly cleaned and pressed. There isn't a speck of dirt or dust or grime anywhere to be seen. Much of the plot is directly lifted from Star Wars or Tron, and although it has nowhere near as much slapstick as Thor Ragnarok, they still can't help themselves from vomiting out one liners whenever any scene gets remotely intense. How can I be worried about any of the protagonists when they're cracking jokes? You know? Like, let the bad guys be scary. But I wouldn't say the movie's terrible either. It's fun seeing Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer chop it up. Paul Rudd is always fun to watch on screen. Bill Murray has a great little cameo, and Jonathan Majors is fantastic as Kang. I just wish we saw more of him. But I guess I'll just have to wait until he returns in a Disney Plus show or in every other Marvel movie for the next couple of years.
This is all my fault.
You may not want her to watch this.
We had a deal.
You thought you could win.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose.